So jumping straight into voiceover, I'm so mad, you guys, because it was late last night when I filmed this, and girl, I did not have no audio for my damn intro, so there's no intro, sadly. But yes, jumping into the wig, yes, you guys, I did do the wig from scratch, and I also did team up with Kiss Colors on this one, which is literally a dream come true because you guys know I use Kiss hair dye all the time. So in today's look, I am using the Tintation semi-permanent color in the shades Limelight and Neon Peach, and these two look so cute together. So these actually glow in the dark. Kiss does carry a few colors that do glow under UV light, so I will leave those listed on the screen. But yeah, their whole entire line does have 51 shades, and you can find Kiss hair color on Amazon, girl, or at your local beauty supply store. So yeah, right now I'm deciding to do more or less a money piece in the front. I didn't want to do an ombre or anything. I actually just wanted a complete solid color in the front separate from the back. So yeah, I decided to do the back, the electric pink, and then in the front I was going to do the lime green, which was so cute. So yeah, this is how I am sectioning off, and girl, I'm like all in the way, like so bad at doing this. But yeah, I am also going to use my spray bottle just to make sure that all my parts are nice and set. That's how you set your parts on your wig, so that way everything is nice and neat. And yeah, then I'm gonna separate that, of course, with a little hair tie, that way it's not in the way. And then of course we are gonna clip that bitch out of our way, so that way we could go ahead and start dyeing this hair. This way of parting your hair, if you guys want to do this on any other wig or on yourself, this is how you get that little money piece in the front, which is so cute and trending right now. So yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and start the dyeing process. So the first thing I wanted to do was the watercolor method, but keep in mind these are UV activated hair dyes, you guys, so you want to have this hair, and I mean completely saturated in dye. So I'm honestly just using the watercolor method just to get the wig kind of like started, if that makes sense. That way I'm not dyeing all this hair for hours. So what I'm doing with this is kind of just like staining the water. I did use a whole entire bottle in the water, and I'm not using a lot of water. So what this is going to go ahead and do is not fully saturate the hair, because this is not all we're going to do, but this is just, like I said, going to get the process going. I also see that when you use the Kiss hair color dyes, their formula is more like a gel type of consistency. So wetting the hair honestly distributes the dye way more easier than putting it on dry hair, in my opinion. So that's also another reason why I started off with the watercolor method. Like I said, just to make our lives easier, and so that way we can use less dye, because I got two baddies on a budget. We don't want to be using no damn 5-6 bottles on one wig. So you know, try the watercolor method, and then if you have to, go ahead like I'm doing now, covering the hair with dye on top of that, just to give it one more coat, because I really want this wig to glow. Okay, and as you guys can see, once you squirt that dye out of the bottle, it is literally like a gel. So like I said, using the water really makes it more runny. So yeah, as you guys can see, using the watercolor method kind of just dyed it a little bit, gave it a tint. But once you go ahead and put the dye straight on the wig, it's really gonna penetrate. And do you guys see that color though? It is so cute, and it literally looks exactly like it says on the bottle. It is definitely a neon peach. Like, it is a peachy orangey hot pink. It is so fire. Anyway, now I'm gonna go ahead and dye the front. So I'm gonna take some foils, and as you guys can see, I did wet the hair even in the front with a spray bottle as well. And now I'm going in with Limelight, and I'm using a dye brush, like I said, to make everything nice and neat. And yeah, we just go ahead and go and coat that with some dye. Like I said, make sure you are very generous with this. And yeah, this color is so popping as well. You guys know green is my favorite color, so honestly the Limelight was my favorite part of this wig, and I knew that it was gonna contrast really popping against that neon peach. So yeah, at first I was a little like, are these colors gonna go? But then I knew once I had the whole look in mind, and I was like, she a clown, is gonna look so fire once it starts glowing in the dark. So yes, I'm so happy that I did this wig, and this was definitely one for the books. And girl, definitely get you some UV lights, because if you go out clubbing where you know that there's gonna have like black lights and things like that, this is really going to really glow. So yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and set those foils, and I'm gonna literally let this sit for like 24 hours. I let it sit overnight, and then I did go ahead and wash it out in the morning. As you guys can see behind the scenes a little bit, I am cleaning up my mess because girl, it was looking crazy in my beauty room. So this is about a few days later, and I went ahead and straightened the wig off camera and pre-plucked the hairline just a bit. Like I said, this wig is mad old, so my lace is a little worn in, girl, so don't mind that. So as you guys can see though, this color came out fire. Like, this wig honestly stands out the most in my whole entire wig collection. But moving on to the makeup look and turning ourselves into a clown, I went ahead and did my base off camera and popped on some contacts. And for eyeshadow today, I am going to be taking the new Morphe 9H palette. They actually just sent me this in PR, and it's so crazy because I actually did an IG unboxing before I filmed this, and when I say that this palette came clutch for this look, I gagged. I was like, this is exactly the colors I needed. So I was so happy. So yeah, definitely check out this Morphe palette because it was super pigmented, and I also do have a Morphe code, so definitely check out the description box. So I did go ahead and do one eye off camera, and I did prime my eyes like you seen in the last clip with the Plouise base in the white shade. It's called Rumor Zero. So yeah, that base, you want to go ahead and tap it out, and now I'm gonna go ahead and take that hot pink shade in the Morphe 9H palette. And sorry that I'm covering my eye, you guys, I'm all over the place. Like I said, it was super late at night, so it's been a long day. I'm also gonna take that light pink and really blow out this shade, you guys. As you can see, I am dragging it all the way to the temples. Girl, my back was on fire. When I tell you I had a long day, I literally wanted to cry. That's how bad my back was hurting. And I tell you guys all the time that I suffer from back pain, but girl, it was on next level in today's look. Also, by the way, this look took like 4 hours to film, so I was just like, dang. And then I don't know why I decided to film so late, but I really wanted to push 2 more videos before Halloween. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys that it really physically hurts sometimes to film. But hey, a bitch gotta do what she gotta do. We gotta slay, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and pack on that orange. And this is kind of like similar to a neon look that I did in the past. So I just wanted to turn it into a clown version. And of course, it did go with the hair. So yeah, I'm also blowing out that orange all the way to my brow. Honestly, you don't even need a brow for this look because we're gonna actually really cover it with black shadow anyway. I just wanted to put a brow so I just have a guide, and it's just the way I do my makeup. But if you really want to save time, don't even waste your time and do a brow because you really don't need it. Anyways, Autumn ended up FaceTiming me. She was with my mom, so I had to say hi to my baby. And girl, Autumn loved this look so much, you guys. I was so like a proud mom because when I showed her on FaceTime when I was done, my baby girl literally was smiling from ear to ear when I showed her that it glowed in the dark. And also, Autumn is also going to be a little clown this year, so she was like, Mom, you're a clown. So anyways, I'm also going to take that hot pink, no, I'm lying, that red, and I'm also going to pop that into my outer corner just to make that pop even more. And as you guys can see, I did take that lime yellowish color in the palette as well and pop that into the inner corners. And girl, when I say this palette was popping, this palette was really popping. I know Morphe eyeshadow palettes sometimes be hit or miss, especially the mini ones are not really my favorite. But girl, when I tell you these palettes have pigment, bitch, I'm not lying. So now I'm gonna go ahead and quickly cut my crease. You guys have seen me do a cut crease millions of times. I am using now the Plouise base in blank canvas, and then I also did set that with a nude eyeshadow. Any eyeshadow will do. And you also want to make sure that you are blurring out those outer edges as well. Now moving on to the fun part, the black clown part. So you want to use kind of like your nose bridge, kind of like a reference to where you want kind of like this upper cut crease to be. So this is kind of like a double cut crease look, okay? I don't know, but this is the part when I said that you really don't even need your brow because we're literally gonna cover it in black anyway. So this black eyeliner is also from Morphe, that also did come in a little Halloween PR package. I was so happy, like I said, with this package because it literally came clutch for this look. But yes, so the shape that I'm going for is literally like a weird rounded shape, kind of over the cut crease that we just did, kind of using our brow for a guide. I don't know, this is super hard to explain, you guys, but you more or less see what I'm doing. So I'm also taking a smaller brush to really perfect that little circle shape that we did. Like I said, I want this to be perfect. And yeah, once you got that nice and perfected, now you want to go ahead and just start filling it in. So I am gonna start where the little clown triangle part goes above my brow, just to give us a guide. But you, like I said, you just want to work on more or less filling in that circle part. I hope I'm making sense, but you guys see what I'm doing. Now we're gonna jump back into the little triangle, and you want to completely fill that in and try to make it as symmetrical to the other side as possible. Or if not, you know, do you, boo, you're your own clown. That's the fun thing about these Halloween looks, you guys. You can literally do whatever you want. So yeah, now I'm going in and setting that with black eyeshadow. And then I decided that, hey, she is a baddie still, so she needs a wing. So I wanted to give her a wing just to like make it more pointed and not just a really harsh circle, because I felt like it was looking a little off. So that's what I did on the other side. So yeah, now that she got her wing all popping, okay, now I'm hype. Now we are going to go ahead and start doing the shadowing. So I'm going in with the same Morphe palettes, and now you just want to go in with the same eyeshadows that you used on your eyes and start to just kind of like outline where that black triangle is. And you want to just kind of like borderline the eyeshadow around it, but you also want to fade it so that way it doesn't look like just harsh. You want it to be messy, if that makes sense. So yeah, like I said, we are just doing all the colors that we did on our eyeshadow, but I did end up doing a little pop of green on the lower lash line. So as far as the top, we're sticking to the yellow, orange, and pink, but on the lower lash line I did go ahead and pop in some green, as you guys can see. So yeah, now for that outer part, you want to completely fill that in with the pink and also blend that out, because you kind of want this part to look like your eyeshadow is expanding out. So now I'm going in with the Kara Beauty liquid eyeliner pen. This is my favorite. You guys know I talked about this in my favorites video, clearly, because it's my favorite. But yeah, now I'm making kind of like these little harsh little lines along the triangle, just to make the eyes look more like scratched up and more worn in. And then I am also going to fade those in with black eyeshadow, because you do not want those to look like straight up lines. You want it to actually look like part of the design, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, that liquid eyeliner is no joke. Now I'm using the Norvina Electric Cake liners as well as the Suva Beauty liners in Acid Trip. So the only Suva Beauty liner I used was the orange one, which is the neon orange. And all of these, like I said, do glow in the dark. So I wanted my makeup to glow in the dark as well as my wig, girl. So it's a whole look, okay? So yeah, as you guys can see on the top with the paint, I am just sticking to the hot pink, the orange, and the yellow. And then I also am going to smoke out my lash line and then also pop on my lashes. Shout out to my boo Chinabell, and these lashes, her brand Framed by China. So yeah, I will leave these in the description box, and these honestly went perfect for this look because they're so pointy, huge, and dramatic. So yeah, now for my lower lash line, I am gonna smoke that out with some black, and then I am gonna do kind of like the same exact thing we did to the top. We're just gonna make the eyeshadow first go in like little pointy little direction, and then we are just gonna go ahead and make little black squiggly lines with the liquid liner and then add the paint. On one eye, I did go ahead and make a point on my lower lash line as well, just to like throw it off and not make it super symmetrical and more, you know, clowny. And as you guys can see on the lower lash line with the paint, I did add green just to add just one more color, and I also did add green to the lips to, you know, tie in the eyes. But moving on to the nose, we did the same exact thing. For the nose, I wanted to keep it more or less orange and yellow, but you do want it to like match the eyes as well. So you want to kind of like dirty it up, add some paint on that bitch, and keep it pushing. So I'm so mad because my lips kind of like got cut short. I don't know what happened to the footage or what happened with my camera, but the bitch shut off. But yeah, so I am kind of like starting off with the shadow, and I'm like messily just putting this all around my mouth area. So yeah, but the part where I actually filled in my lips with the black and the paint was cut off, but it's literally the same exact technique like we did to the eyes. So as you guys can see, I did completely fill in my lips with black, and also did, you know, just add some green paint to just tie in the paint on the eyes. Last but not least is highlighter, and I decided to take this purpley pink highlighter from the Bperfect Stacey Marie collection, only because it is more like a purple shift, and if you guys know color contrast, purple really does make green pop. So putting on this purple highlighter actually like made those little like hints of green stand out so much. It's like crazy just how one little step can honestly change the whole entire look. So yeah, this literally did something. Okay, so now for the neck, I felt like it was a bit bare once I did put on my outfit and my wig. I was like, something's missing. So I did just go ahead and add some black really messy onto my neck area, and then I also did completely like cover my nails and my fingertips in black gel liner, and let me tell you, that shit was so hard to come off, but it was so worth it. Thank you so much, Kiss, for partnering with me in today's look. This look came out so fire, you guys. I'm so proud of this one. So yes, of course, the best part is to see all of this come to life and glow in the dark. And it's so crazy because when the UV light hits it, it looks like a completely different makeup look, and you can really see that purple highlighter, everything. Oh, the wig, this look is just so fire. I'm so happy with the way that this one came out, and shout out to Kiss for partnering with me on this one. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, guys, bye.